What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and more Birthright coverage here as we're working our way through the major and minor deities. So today we're going to take a look at Ruornil, one of the lesser gods here, and still an interesting one, especially with some of the unique things that his priesthood offers. But is the god of magic, the guardian of the world's arcane forces and places of mystical power. Ruornil was an Anwiran who followed the old god of magic Vorin after Azrai swayed the Voss away from Vorin. When Vorin perished at Deismar, Ruornil inherited his power. All Cerulean mages acknowledge Ruornil's power, even if they don't necessarily worship him. Now, the fun part here is his avatar. If you wanted to incorporate this into an adventure of some kind, his avatar walks when the moon illuminates the land, and he takes the form of a slender, dark-haired youth in silver robes. Now, his only true concern is the protection of the secret sources of magical power hidden all over Cerulia, but he also fights a bitter war against the encroachment of the Shadow World. So, fun ways to incorporate that into your adventures and campaigns. Now, his avatar doesn't list any magical gear here, not that he necessarily needs it, but basically fights as a 16th level true mage, which in this setting is that level. I don't recall anybody being that high except for maybe like the Gorgon, but basically top tier magic magician. Actually, I shouldn't say magician, given the setting. So top tier mage, but basically can absorb any wizard spell cast at him. So he's basically got protection from wizards, essentially. So pretty potent stuff there. Now he's got a priesthood, although it's not a major one. Still pretty interesting stuff here, though. So woodsmen, astrologers, and wizards revere him, but few priests of this reclusive power exist. His temples are usually places of enchantment hidden in the forests and dells of the Cerulean wilderness, but in Anwiar, a few temples take interest in political power and concerns. Now, it's not hard to be in the priesthood here as far as requirements go, basically intelligence 12, wisdom 9, and just any neutral affiliation. Your weapons that you can be proficient in: daggers, javelins, quarterstaff, sling, spear, short sword. No armor, though, so that could be a concern. Major spheres, all charm, divination, healing, necromantic, plant, sun, and some minor ones here: combat, plant, protection. Has some interesting powers here, but basically you get something at first and then all the way at 9th level, so there's a little gap there. Some of the other deities do kind of get some more progressive things every few levels, but this one, yeah, it's basically low level and sort of high level. So first level has the spell abilities of a magician of half the priest's level. So then again, magician in this setting is a magic user who isn't really a true wizard or mage like we would see in other D&D settings. So more like illusion focused and things like that. But it's pretty cool that you have that on top of your normal priestly abilities. You can also turn undead as standard here. That's at the very end here. But at 9th level, you get a pretty cool ability here. So a -2 penalty to opponents' saving throws while the moon is in the sky. So if you can have combat encounters at night and it happens to be a moon in the sky, then your spells gain potency, which is a pretty cool way to tie that in here. So, and of course, feel free to customize a little bit for your own particular games and settings or campaign settings for this. If you wanted to have something every few levels or, just make other abilities here that would be suitable, especially in and around the moon, I think that would be pretty cool for the campaign. But let us know your thoughts on Ruornil and how that's played out in your campaigns. If you've had any interaction with the god, his avatar, and the priesthood, or maybe even been a part of it, or just had some sort of adventures in and around just the nature of magic in the world and incorporating that with the Shadow World and so on and so forth. So be interested to hear you guys' stories on that. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And if you want early access to videos like these, hop over on our Patreon. You do get that as a perk, and then some other cool features as well. So join us on over there, guys. And thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.